Hey guys, I'm gonna do a little PSA for you today. We got a couple Diet Cokes here. So what's the difference between buying eBay parts and actual real parts? There's actually a huge difference. Like if you go to Skunk 2, Speed Factory, Real Street, great places to buy parts. But a lot of people go, why can't I just save money on eBay? It's easy. Right here is your standard Skunk 2, Speed Factory, Real Street, awesome video. That's great. It's refreshing. It's nice having nice stuff. But here's your brain when you go on eBay. These are your brain cells. Not a smart choice. This is what you look like when you buy eBay parts. Be smart and enjoy the show.
All right, what's up YouTube? Sally, Unified Racing. And today, with the entire Unified Racing team, we are going to do something a little different. So today we are going to do a DIY on how you replace the convertible top on an S2000. So we'll turn the camera around. And so here we have a 2001 S2000. And as Kelm is going to show us, this particular vehicle has a wonderful convertible top. And so as he raises this, we're going to see the gloriousness of this thing. Apparently this is a common problem. And look at that. Yep, that's pretty custom. So with Brad, Kelm, myself, and we got Adam here, what we're going to do is we're going to replace this with a hard glass soft top.
Correct.
Correct. So we're going to go through all the steps, what you guys need to do, and after that you guys should be able to do this on your own. So without further ado, let's get going.
Now after you get the top cut out, you can see all your plastic in here and your connection. So now we're going to take and pull all this out. We're going to pull seats out, all the rear interior panels, roll bars, all of it. So then we can get in there and get the rest of the top out from inside here. Out of an S. They're clipped in, but they're like, the clips are retardedly tight. So if you have one of these, they work nice. Otherwise, if you have a metal one, just put tape on it or something so you don't wreck everything. And then there's two plugins for the roof switch and the four-way. They're here. Get in there. Get that? That comes off. So you have to remove the roof switch out of the center console because you're going to need it to move the top. So you just take it out with them two Phillips screws and then plug it back in. Maybe. now we're gonna put the top up to access to get this rear center piece off. So I'll get this off. Push that down, pop that up, and then go back inside. This whole piece should come off. Just be careful because you got your power outlet in there. So there's another clip in here and you kind of got to use a pick or something to get it out. Just like that. There's that. Now to remove these clips, all you do is you push in. And then normally, it should come out. See? Like that. Oh, those come off like that. Neat. So now, as you can see, you can get all these bolts out of here. So then you can remove this part of the top. So now we're going to remove all these roll bars. And pretty much we're taking all this out so you have as much room as possible, because there's all kinds of things that we have to drill out, rivets, everything in this top. So we just want everything out of the way. So now we're going to remove this back piece here, which will, I'm assuming, allow us to remove this. Okay, so I already took the other side off, but so if you see this little clip right there, you gotta pop that out, and then this rubber literally just pops off. And once you get those off, there's these little chrome strips in here. You just take the Phillips screws out and just pay attention to how it's folded in there. So now under this lower one, you can see there's a couple of rivets. We'll have to drill those out once we get there. So now we're going to lower the top all the way. Because if you see down in here, there's a screw right there that we have to pull out, and then when you pull that out, you have to pay attention to how the top is folded in there so that you can fold the new top the same way. And next we'll pull this top strip off. So So I drilled the rivet out on this tension cable right here. And if you notice, this has an R on it for right hand side, which is always passenger side. As you can see, this one has an L on it, so when you feed this back into the new top, you know which way it goes. So now this slides in here, and there's a little piece of metal in here. So you just flip it down, just work it out. It's actually not metal. It's actually just plastic. Kind of a pain. I'm sure it goes in easier than it comes out. So now as you see, this folds underneath this little metal tab here, so then you're just going to bend that up a little. Don't bend it too far because you got to bend it back. And the more you bend metal, the weaker it gets. And then this little guy should come out of here like that. So now here's your tension cable again. Connects to this little spring. There's a Phillips screw. Just going to take that guy out of here. And then that. Then this comes through here like that. But now there's a screw down in here. I'm going to take that guy out. There's a little washer too, and you're going to want that so don't lose it. Probably if I had a magnet, this would be easier, but I got it. All right, so now we got to drill these rivets out. So this little piece of plastic here. Then we're going to take this off and then we'll put it on our new top. All right, guys. So I'm going to tell you right now, putting a top on an S2000 is no joke. It's not fun. It's actually not for just a beginner. It's the first top I've ever put on a convertible ever in my life. And it sucks. But I put it on. I don't have any footage of it because it was just too tedious. I followed a write-up that we're going to have a link in the the frickin' description on YouTube, and that's the link that we used for the instructions, I guess, and it worked well. Everything was on point. As far as this back area here, So this piece of plastic goes around the top, and it's supposed to be riveted. But so the rivets that are on their factory are like a double-sided rivet, so it actually sandwiches the plastic instead of like a normal rivet where the bite is just like a sleeve and it crushes that sleeve. So it doesn't actually hold on to the plastic because it just pulls through the plastic. So what we did is we took the top and like laid it over and then just put this together in here and started on the one side, worked our way around, and it worked well. It honestly did for what we did, and not having the correct rivets. The other thing is when you do the corners here, so in the write-up it says to put this screw in first. I stretched it and put these 3 in first, right here behind this. So and then this one was a little easier because this one sucks because you have to have the top down and you get like this much room to work with. So it was easier for me. And then other than that, on the straps are really short, like they're a little short. So I put them on the outside, so I don't really know how that's gonna work with the trim. I might have to move them once they stretch out because like these things are freaking tight. I mean, they sucked, and it took 5 people to get this top to close. And then you just leave it sit for, you know, I think it says 2 weeks. Sitting in the sun is better, so it stretches out. But we'll probably leave it sit even longer just because of how tight it was. It sucked putting it on or getting it to close. So other than that, like I said, the write-up that we'll have a link in there for, it's very good. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the teardown because we got all that. And yeah, obviously like, comment, subscribe, all that. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Well, that was, at the say at least, a lot of fun. But we got her done. It looks really, really good. The new glass conversion versus the plastic, which has a lot of problems blowing out in cold weather. Shouldn't have that problem anymore. The fun part is, this is actually an eBay top. I did a lot of research on tops, and there was a lot of expensive companies like OEM and Robbins. But this one, I was suggested on a S2K forum that this guy got one off of eBay and it looked really good, and I'm gonna have to agree. The car looks sick. So that was a fun day, but not really, but we did it. So life's good. But we did it and it was fun. Had a good time with the guys. And as usual, you guys, support your local racetrack. We'll catch you next time.